Hi everyone, Grace Baxter here from mindyourmarriage.net. If you watched my previous video, you would have had an introduction into my past history and my marriage and subsequent divorce. It was just a summary of what happened during those difficult years. But I want to share something with you today. I promised you some steps that are going to get you back on track. And here is one of them, right here. Your trusty Bible, that's it. You need to make a promise to yourself and to God that you are going to be open to His teaching. Because let's be honest, there are opinions everywhere. They're like noses. Everybody has one. But you're not going to want to let all of that affect you, drag you down. Maybe it'll lift you up temporarily. But if you want real solid answers, number one, commit to believing. If it's in this book, if it's in the Word of God, you can trust it. His Word will stand forever. So, having said that, and knowing that we're going to believe what we read in this book, I want to share a verse with you, and it's found in Mark, the book of Mark, and it's the words of Jesus, and He is saying this: "Therefore I say unto you, whatsoever things you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall have them." And you might be thinking, what, Grace? Are you telling me that all I have to do is tell God what I need, and I will have them? Well, if you are praying in the will of God, and how will you know if you're praying in the will of God? Very simply. If what you're asking for lines up with what you know the Word of God says. For instance, the Bible said it's not good for man to live alone. Eve was made for Adam. God created her for him. It is not good for men and women to live alone if they are lonely and they feel they want to share their lives with someone else. So therefore, you know that if you married someone and you made that commitment and promise to be true to each other for the rest of your lives, you know that it is the will of God that you stay married, because you made a three-way covenant. Believe it or not, marriage is a covenant, and God takes covenants very, very seriously, and we should too. So number one, you entered into a covenant with your spouse and with God. When you promise to love this one person, keep yourself only for them now and as long as you both shall live. So here you are, coming to God, and you have a request about your marriage. When you pray believing that you shall have the thing you asked for. And what does it say? And you shall receive it. Simple as that. So your faith has to enter into it, but also your own solid commitment that you are going to trust God for the answer. The answers are in His Word. We just have to dig them up and not only find them, but start applying them. So at Mind Your Marriage, that's what this is all about. I'm going to show you each day, I'm going to show you a tip, a technique, a verse that is going to strengthen you. So for today, today's verse is this: Mark chapter 12, verse 24. "Therefore I say unto you," says Jesus, "whatever things you desire, when you pray, believe that you have received them, and ye shall have them." So that's my tip for today. Keep trusting God and be confident that the answers are coming, because He loves you more than you can imagine.